I don't know what's going to happen. That is not up to us, okay? I don't know. Do you feel it? You keep saying that. Do you feel like you should be?
I don't think he should because I have to do right.
I don't know what's going to happen because those are decisions I can't make because that's not what I do. But I will tell you that, you being honest with us here today and cooperative and telling us what happened for Annabelle, that's what matters, okay? I don't control the future. I don't know what's going to happen to you. I know that, you're a young girl and you've got your whole future ahead of you. You just need to think about Annabelle, okay? And be proud of yourself for being honest today because a lot of people would have lied, A lot of people that don't care about their kids would have lied, okay? Obviously, because you were honest. Okay? You obviously care about Annabelle. You're worried about, her resting, and you're worried about her. So this will help the doctors get everything processed, and then you can get the remains back to your family, and then you guys can plan whatever you guys want to do. What do they want to do? They want to do a funeral? They want to do... Okay. What do your parents want to do? Sure. We're just waiting for him to come back, and then, like I said, I think we're the only ones here. I don't know if there's anybody else here, so we have to just wait for him to come back. So I think they were in to Speedway. They said they were going to get something, but I don't know. So, actually, my phone was still on the floor while we were talking. I'm sure you heard it buzzing like crazy. I heard the phone going nuts, but hell, that could be anything. What kind of schedule do you work at the Y? Do you work like full time?
No.
Oh, okay.
2 days a week.
Oh, that's okay. Like how many hours?
4 to 5.
Oh, that's okay. How was like recovering from the birth? Was that hard? I know there's a lot of bleeding. Lots of bleeding. Do you have any complications? Are you worried about anything with your body or anything? Feel okay? You don't feel like you need to see a doctor? Have you seen a doctor since? Do you feel like you need to? Just to get checked out? Make sure you're okay? I know when I had a kid, I was 21. I felt like my entire insides were falling out, so I'm glad I saw a doctor. I think that might be what he's doing. I'm not sure. He's not texting me, so I don't. I mean, you and I are both stuck here for right now. I can't leave either. I'm guessing your parents don't know anything about what we talked about today. I'm sure they'll want to hear from you. Everything today. have a 19-year-old, I know it would come better for me, or for my kids than it would anybody else. So that's probably a difficult conversation to have, I'm sure. I think you are an 18-year-old girl who just had a terrible situation that maybe they made some bad decisions on how to deal with. You know? I mean, you're young. You were all alone. You never told anyone. I don't think I could keep that. Like, that is a lot to keep to yourself. Do you ever want to tell your parents? Are you afraid they'd be mad at you, or... For a long time. I feel like that's my judgment call. Like I told you before, I don't judge. I feel like, you know, there's a whole host of things that were going on in your mind at the time, and that's really not up to me to decide. I try, you know, I've not been in your shoes. I mean, I was young when I had my daughter, but there's a different set of circumstances, you know? I don't know. I know your family. I don't know if you have the kind of parents that, like mine, probably would have killed me if I had, you know, if I got pregnant. They, you know, I really would have probably been really scared to tell them. But, you know, I was out of the house when I got pregnant, so it's a different circumstance. I do know, like I told you before, Skylar, you know, this isn't a situation where you had them throw in the trash. You've seen that on the news. People just throw their kids away like trash. You didn't do that. You tried to cremate her, tried to bury her. You know, you tried to keep her close to you. I don't know if he's talking to them right now or not, so we'll have to wait for him to come back here. I don't know. No, I said he might be talking to them now. I don't know.
Yeah, but do you think they're taking you away?
I don't know. I don't know what's going to happen. I really don't. It's not something I can... Oh, there he is. Sorry. You're fine. She just worried about her parents and where they were.
That's why I've been talking.
I told her you probably were talking to them.
I've been talking to your parents. I haven't told them what we talked. I didn't tell them anything that we talked about today.
Yeah, I didn't tell them.
I didn't tell them literally anything that we talked about today. I just told her that your dad, I said, like I told you when I first called you, we had more questions that came up as a result of the coroner's investigation. I said, we're speaking with Skylar. I said, she's being honest. I said, you know, still just a very remorseful remorseful. You probably do. Sorry. I just want to make sure you know that. Very remorseful young woman, and still a scared girl. I said, this is being honest. She's helping answer a lot of the questions that, you know, resulted as a result of the examination from the doctors. And I said, the stuff she is, you know, she's helping us understand. So, and that's where we are.
She just has expressed that she wanted to tell them, you know, what she shared with us.
And then I said, I did. You're 18 years old. If you were still 17, you know, but you were close. That this would be a completely different situation. That's what I was telling your dad. I said, I'm sorry, it's not. You know, I don't have a reason to tell him that. And you've earned the right because you're 18 years old and you're Annabelle's mom. You know, you have the right to be the one, you know, to do that. And I know that it's going to be hard. I know that, I'm sure. But
how do you want to do that here? Like, do you want her to talk to them and tell them? Like,
we could do a home.
She's asking you how you want.
I'm asking you if you wanted to do it here with.
No, I want to go home and tell them.
Okay, so you don't want to do it here. Okay, I'm just asking. I would want to do it here because I wouldn't want to be alone with them. But yeah, I was just curious. Okay. So, do we have a plan from here?
I had a water bottle and then I had Pepsi, so I'm going to step out to the restroom just for a second. That's my immediate plan. I'm sorry.
Do you want some water or anything?
That's too much information, but I'll be right back. I
okay.
have to step into this.
All right. I know. Yeah, me too. You won't, no. Prison is like after, like you have to go to court first before you would go to prison. Like, you have to go to court, talk to the judge, and there has to be a set of things to go to prison. Prison's like where you go to serve time if you get time. That's down the road. You'll either go home, you won't stay here because there's nowhere to stay. You might either go home with your parents, or if you go to jail or not, but it wouldn't be, you won't go to prison. I don't know that you'll ever go to prison. It's up to the judge. I think so, probably. I don't know for what yet, though. That's the thing. Like, those are all decisions that somebody with a law degree makes. But yeah, you'll probably have to go to court. It could be for any number of things, but yeah. But that's your opportunity to talk to the judge like you talked to us, Skylar, and be honest, and you know what I mean? I think that's going to be your biggest thing, is that you want to deal with what's happened. You care about Annabelle. I hate you. I'm worried about you. I think you did the right thing today. That makes me not hate you. Like I said, you could have poured in the trash, you could have come in here and lied, you could have said, I don't give a shit about Annabelle. Instead, you came in here, you told us what happened, right? You told us what happened because you care about her. What do you think? How do you think they're going to feel after you tell them what happened? I don't know them, so. Understanding of what? Skylar, you're 18. I wouldn't say never. You've got a whole life in front of you. Like I told you, you don't have a magic wand, I don't have a magic wand. Neither one of us can erase what happened, but you can deal with it, whatever that means. I don't know what that looks like. But you deal with it, whatever that means. You get through it, you learn from it, and then you move on. You have a whole life ahead of you. You're 18. Okay? You have a whole life ahead of you. Someday you'll be old like me at 41, and this will all be behind you. It won't take that long, but I'm just saying. You know? When you're 41? I don't think so. No, they don't keep anybody here. This is just like they just have their rooms here. I don't even know if you're going to jail. When did you turn 18? March what? Happy about talking to parents again? I bet you do. Actually, this is pretty scary, but we're here. I'm not going to go anywhere. I'll figure out what's happening. Absolutely. I'll get through it. You're going to get through this, Skylar. I know it doesn't feel like it, you will. This does not have to define the rest of your life. I can't read this one because I have to stay with you, but as soon as he comes back in, I'm not allowed to leave you here alone, okay? I gotta make sure you're safe. And this feels like the end of the world right now. But you just have to just get through it. Face it. Get through it. Okay? You can't change it. You can't fix it. You can't go back and do anything different. You just have to get through it. Okay? That's how life works. We've all screwed up. We've all done stupid stuff. You just have to work through it. Take whatever consequences there are and just move forward. You're 18. Okay? That's it. Your whole life ahead of you. Get through this and it's going to change you. You'll be a completely different person. So you get through this and then you move forward. That's what you gotta do. One day at a time, right? Welcome to being an adult. It's not as fun as I make it sound. What's your mom do? You're the only child?
Mm.
Oh, how is he? You guys are kind of close to me. Does he live with you guys? Do you have any suspicion you were pregnant or anything? Did anybody? Seems like it would be hard to hide because you're so tiny. Yeah. You just do that anyway. Yeah. Big sweatshirts, hoodies. You think so? Fingers were cramping up. No, you're fine. You're fine. You're just cramping a little bit. That's not our call. We're just waiting to hear what they want us to do. Remember what I said, no matter what happens. One day at a time. Right? 1 minute at a time if you have to. Take it a little, It's going to be okay eventually. Eventually. Not right away, but eventually. Of course. Honestly, Sarah, I do not know. I mean, I honestly don't know until we finish our interviews with people and get them talking and know all the facts. Then we call our boss and say, what do you want us to do? It's not even our decision that we make. I hope it won't be too much longer. I'm not sure what they're doing out there, so I'm assuming that they're waiting for a phone call. But those are decisions that are made by other people, not us. And they kind of tell us what to do. Pretty much how life works. Everybody has a boss, right? Well, when I was 20, my mom was killed. My stepdad killed her. And it sucked for quite a while, and then things got better slowly. At the time, however, I thought that my life was over, and I was not going to make it. So, it might be how you're feeling today. Like it's over, life's over. Anyway, it's not true. You feel that way, though. No amount of me telling you that you shouldn't feel that way or that it's not going to happen will help, but it does get better. Just time. I really want you to hold on to the knowledge, though, that you did the right thing and you told everything. I think that's far more important than anything else, because you have to look at that. You know, if you would have lied and continued to not tell the truth and, you know, not really put everything to rest, you would have to look at that, you know? So, that's important. You did the right thing. For Annabelle, ultimately for you, for your family, so that they know what happened. And for you, so you don't have to look at that all by yourself. It's a lot to hold on to with no one else knowing. I think it might have eventually made it really hard just keeping all that inside.
I was crazy. I love my baby.
I won't do any of it. That's all up to a judge. I don't make those decisions either.
I'm just asking. Dude.
Well, it depends on what you're charged with. I don't know. You see what I'm saying? Like, I don't know what charges there would be and all of that. I mean...
Can I be just the life?
I don't know. I don't think so. You can't... Like, your whole life? Like, forever until you die? I don't think so. Seems really unlikely. Like, none of that is up to me. That's all up to a judge. That you'll have an opportunity to talk to. So the person that makes those decisions, Skylar, you'll have a chance to talk to. gonna be on the other side of this door, okay? Just right here. Okay. Oh, geez. So, here's the deal. I think you already know that you're not going home. We just got the answer. So, my question for you is, you've been so cooperative with us. We want to extend you every courtesy. Do you want to talk to your parents here before you go? Do you want to do that, or do you just want to wait and talk to them later? It's totally up to you. I know that's up to a judge. Like I told you, I'm not BSing you. All of these decisions from here on out are up to a judge. So when you get out, all those kinds of things. But my question right now, which we can control, is: do you want to have a conversation with your parents so that they understand why you're going, or do you not? It's up to you. You're 18. You can do whatever you want to do. Do you want to talk to them here? We would be in the room just because we have to make sure everybody's safe. Do you want to talk to them here, or do you just want to have a conversation with them later? That is up to you. No one's judging you, whatever you decide to do. I mean, if you want to talk to them, the problem is if you want to talk to them, they're going to want to know why you're going to jail. We have not told them anything. You are 18.
Yeah, I have not lied to you. I haven't told your mom and dad.
They know nothing. They don't know you're going to jail. So
all I told them there was more evidence through the forensic examination, just like I told you when we started. I said, and Skylar's being honest. I feel like she's being honest with us. That's all I told them. I said,
that's why we wanted to know if you want to talk to them or not. Or we can just tell them that we can't tell them anything because you're 18 and that you're going to. They're going to see. I mean that. I'm just asking you because they're going to see it eventually. You know how the news is. You know how they've already been. They're ridiculous. So they're going to see whatever they decide to charge you with. They're going to see that. So it's up to you if you want to have that conversation over the phone when you're in jail, or if you want to have it here before you go. We're just asking what you want to do. It's up to you. We could tell them whatever you want us to tell them. We're not going to really tell them anything because you're 18. But it's up to you if you want to talk to them here, or you want to just. They can find out later. Eventually, I mean, we talked about that. You're 18, one day at a time. But yeah, I mean, at some point, you'll be able to talk to a judge and you can decide what conditions that you can go home on or not, or what's going to happen. It's all up to the judge, the dude that wears the black robe, not us. Yeah, but you know they're going to ask you. That's part of it.
But we can't speculate what it'll be like. You may be here, and they ask you, and you could say, this is up to you. You could say, I don't want to talk about it. I wanted to see you before they took me. Or, that's...
You can tell them as little or as much. You're 18, so you can say, I'm done, I don't want to talk anymore, I just wanted to say goodbye, and then we'll make them leave if you want. That's all down the road.
Oh yeah, you're thinking so far ahead,
That's way down.
No, it's your...
No, what's going to happen is you'll see a judge in a couple days, okay?
What is today?
Today's Thursday.
She will see a judge at Franklin Court tomorrow, probably, because they have Friday.
Yes.
You will see a judge tomorrow.
So you'll be able to talk-ish to a judge tomorrow. He'll decide if you're going to stay in jail or not, and then there'll be a series of court things that happen after that, okay? It's not all immediate, but it's always up to the judge when you're going to get out of jail, okay? But you will talk to a judge tomorrow, okay? You want to say goodbye? Okay, where are they at? I'll just get them. You're going to... Okay. All right. One day at a time, okay? One day at a time. Waiting for
You think the judge will be nice?
Judges are usually just pretty, especially the first time you talk to him, it's really going to be very, his job is to make sure, these are what your charges are, do you understand those? That's going to be his role, and then, figuring out what to do from there. So it's not going to be a long thing tomorrow. It'll be pretty quick. And then the hearings after that, once you get an attorney and, all the court system, whatever happens, then things will be a little bit different. So it's a whole process that happens.
Would the judge possibly let me come home?
Yeah, sometimes they'll do you have to put up a bond, your parents have to put up bond. The judge decides all of that. He might have you be there's people with monitors on their ankles. Sometimes he does that. Sometimes you're on house arrest. Sometimes, there's all kinds of things that can happen. He can release you, he can keep you. He can tell you where you are allowed to go and not go if you are released, all those kinds of things. So there's a whole host of things that the judge can do, and he pretty much makes those decisions and tells you what you have to do. They're jail clothes. They're not prison. They're just like scrubs. You've seen scrubs before? Yeah, they're just scrubs, different colored scrubs. They'll do all that when you get there. Do you have anything in your pockets that you want your parents to take? Anything at all? Jewelry that you want them to take? No, they'll make you take all your jewelry off. So if you don't want to take it in there, you want to give it to your parents, I would do that. Just because that looks like nice, real gold stuff. So give them any jewelry you have. Because they're going to take your property and put it in a bag and put it in a locker, but I just wouldn't want anything that meant a lot to me to go there. They will, or they'll appoint you one. That'll all happen when you go to court. They'll ask you. Imagine. But just give them any jewelry they can have so that you don't have to worry about it. make sure your pockets are empty and all that kind of stuff. You don't have anything in there. Nothing hidden in your bra. It's in Lebanon. You ever been to juvenile court or like get fingerprinted or anything like that? Did you get fingerprinted to work at the Y? Okay. It's just done in Lebanon, like where all the government buildings are. So you have to get a passport? Okay. So you know the building where you got your passport, right? On the opposite side of the street, kind of behind the small building is where the jail is.
I'll sleep there. I'll sleep there.
Yeah. Do you want any water? I'm just going to grab some. You sure you don't want any?
No, I can't.
You might be just talking to them just to kind of prepare them. Sure you don't want a cup of water? You sure?
How long did you see a judge tomorrow?
I honestly cannot remember. Every court has different times that they do video arraignments, and I can't remember what time Franklin courts are tomorrow. I know some of them are at like 11 a.m. So what will happen is you'll either be on a video monitor, like a TV monitor, where you'll talk to the judge, or they'll take you up there to actually go to court. And I don't know which one it is, because I hardly ever come to Franklin court. I can't remember, but one of the two will happen. They'll either take you up in a bus, or you'll stand on a video monitor sometime tomorrow. I just can't remember what time theirs are. I want to say 11, but I think that's county court.
Because you end up having to stay in jail after that visit?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they have, you can make phone calls, you can have visitors. There's specific days and times that people can come visit you, and they have to be like on, you have to know, like, they have to check them out, make sure, whatever. But yeah, you can have visitors, you can use a phone. They have like a phone system you can set up, that your parents can set up, and all that. So you won't just like be there, without being able to talk to anybody. So it depends on how full they are and where they have space. Sometimes, like, parts of the jail are just like individual, like, cells or rooms. Parts of it is like a dorm, like where you have rooms and you have like a big common area. So it really just depends on where they have room to put you. I don't know how many females are in there right now. So initially you'll probably go in like one of those rooms where it's just you, kind of for like the intake stuff, and then they'll figure out where they're going to put you. I think they're going to make sure that you're safe. We always try to make sure people are safe. You're young, so they'll probably keep you, separate.
That's a detective from my department, Brandy, who's been here with me today. She is in here with us.
What happens is,
You take my jewelry from me? Okay. You guys later, hopefully.
Honey, tell us what's going on. He says you have to tell us. You're 18. You can't tell us.
I tried to cremate the baby just a little.
You tried to cremate the baby?
Yeah, and then I didn't anymore. Well, not that I did that very quickly.
So you delivered a live baby, is that what you're saying?
Yeah, but I wasn't really sure. I didn't think she was going to think in a heartbeat. She still loves me.
We still love you, but this is a horrible mess.
Yeah. Okay.